So I just thought of something, or this just came into my head. When I was working for Victoria's Secret in Tabby, everyone has a key, or like the ones the regulars that work in the store. All of us had. Have our own key to enter the store, like when you open, so it'll be easier for you. And yeah, I had gotten my keys and everything, and it was like after I had been, yes, I went out with this ex colleague, Louise. Louise and Ivar. We went out. It was just like a night out. We went to Freedom's Plum, and that's where I met this Irene girl, the lady that that how they call it. Her and her husband had an issue, anyways, and she wanted to go home and take her stuff and get away from him for a little while. And she asked if I could just accompany her to take her stuff, because she had explained their situation, and according to her, he was a very abusive person. So it's like but like the night, anyways, that night we went out and everything, and Louise went back with us to Eva's place. She slept over there. And then the next day, me and her, we worked together that day, but we worked in Mall of Scandinavia in Solna. So it's like I did not think about my keys, because in Mall of Scandinavia, also it's not my normal, how you say it, my normal workplace. I was working there as an extra, so there we don't have any keys, and there is always someone that works there. They open the store, and then but I worked there me and Louise, we worked there that day as extras because they needed extra people. So we were there, and the next day, but then I worked in Tabby. And yes, the next day, and think my keys, I always have them with me, as I always have it in my bag or like over my neck. If I'm going to work, I have it over my neck or in my bag. And the next, because after Mall of Scandinavia, after we finished work there, I went to Ivar's place again. I did not come home. I slept at Ivar's place, and then the next day I went to work again. And yeah, on my way to work, like I'm sitting in the, how you say, rullslagsbanan, like from Tekniska to Täby, Centrum. So I was sitting in the small train there, and then I like something just say like the keys. I started looking for my keys. I look for my keys. I could not find my keys. I was like, what? I could not find. Jag fick panik. I had panic. I was like, where the fuck is my keys? And I was the one opening the store. It was like in the morning. I was like, oh fuck, I have to call Suna. And I called Suna. I was like, Suna, I'm on my way to work. I can't find my keys. I think I forgot them at home. And then she was like, okay, then go home and get them. And I was like, Suna, if I'm to be honest, I don't know where the keys are. Like, and I had them. I was the one that closed them. And like, I worked night. The how do you call it? The day me and Louise we went out, and I work night, and then we met up. Yeah, we met up after we finished work, and then Eva also joined us. But I believe that night they too. Also it's either Louise took my keys or Eva, but they were fucking. Louise and Eva know each other. Like way before I came in, they know each other. Like they know each other. Big time, they know each other. So it's like, but why did they take my keys though? That's like, it's, I believe to get me into trouble. Yeah, to get me into trouble. To make it look like I was careless. And I'd never dropped those keys. Like I had them around my neck. Also, like when I'm working, I had them around my neck. Or like when I had it in my bag. Always. But hey. And it's the same like when I started my spiritual awakening. I explain to people. Like Louise, I was talking to her. Even Sophia as well, I was talking to her. That's how she came up with, like, oh, let me help you check your horoscope. And she also told me that time, like, oh, like when I started my spiritual awakening, I started meeting, especially on the train there when I was on my way to Tabi. I started meeting older, elderly people, like someone like around my grandmother's age, my father, also like my grandparents' age. I started meeting them on the train, and it's like we will have conversation, and we will talk, and it will be like good conversation, like very good conversations I would have with them. And I didn't understand, like everything was just looking more bright and beautiful in my eyes. And I was talking to Sophia and all, and then she wanted to help me look my horoscope up and everything, and she that's when also she told me, like, oh, she's an old soul. She, like, when she was a baby, like somebody, like this, there was just old woman that was telling her mother, like, oh, this girl, she has lived a lot of lives, but this probably this life is going to be her last, like the last journey to earth, oh, when she was talking, I just thought it was fascinated. I never really liked. I was like, oh, okay, but yeah, she's more. They know more, but they are not really awoken. It's like Google search, also research, but they don't let the body, or like let the body wake up on its own. Like it's step by step. Yeah, I did not go look for anything. The thing came and looked for me. It came and looked for me. I did not even know about any of those shit. None of it. It came and looked for me. Even though they try to hide it from me, like, I've always been fascinated of magic and stuff, but it's most when I see movies, like I've always been very fascinated of no, like these stories, beautiful stories. It always starts bad in the beginning, but ends up very magical. So I've always been very fascinated, and like when it started like around 2008, ending of 18. Like, yes, but like the summer of 19, I started seeing, but it's like I started seeing the world clear or more green. I started seeing more green. That's what I started first. Like the grass, the trees, everything. Like it's like they gave me new lenses, you could say, like for my eyes. They gave me new lenses, and I started seeing like seeing the world's beauty, or like the colors, because probably before I saw colors, but I did not notice, like they did not bright, it did not shine in my eyes, but then it started shining, and I was just being more happy. I started taking care of myself, start working out, going for walks, signed up for the gym, and I was really becoming good. But then first Stefan, Ivar came in, and it just messed up the whole shit, this friends, everything. That's when, but I was starting to wake up, was becoming a problem then. But I think I've always been a problem for whosoever it is. But it's just like now we are up, we are awake. So bigger problem. They cannot put me to sleep anymore. They're trying, but now it's like mostly trying to make me feel insecure by putting insecure as people in my face. Remember, bitch. There's nothing to be insecure about here. The people you're putting in my face, they are the insecure ones. They are not happy in whatsoever life you have put them in, whatsoever clothes you have put them in, whatsoever wig you have put them in. They are not happy at all. Me, I am as free as a bird right now, like so fucking free and so like not I am free, but like still in a cage, still in a cage. And I wanna leave this cage, but I am free. My soul is free. It is free. It's the body that is like in a cage, you could say. Like it can't really live as it please. Leave this country or this little bubble we're in. So that's like the only thing right now. But else, I am free and happy within, like within and outside. Yes. And like even when I started like 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 India started like popping up a lot. But I've always been very interested in India from when I was little. Like when I started talking to this Indian girl when I moved here, I don't know. I was like, oh, we're gonna get married. We're gonna do it the Indian style. I've always like I find Indian marriage is very attractive. But probably I've been an Indian person in a past life, so like maybe I couldn't really get married in the culture in the way that I wanted. So maybe this lifetime. That's why. But I've always been very fascinated with Indian weddings. I also Indian food, dress. Like I had like a orange Indian. Also like when you say fully Indian outfit, Indian outfit. But my boobs got too big, so it couldn't fit me anymore. It got thrown away, or yeah, I threw it away. So it's gone. But even like when I started the spiritual awakening, my mind was my mind was saying to go to India. Like see a shaman to go through like this awake to meet my higher self. To understand things even more. And I talked about it to Eva, I talked about it to Louise and stuff. And first it was Louise when we were talking. And then I talked about to Eva. But like as soon as me and Louise we had our she started behaving funny at work. Not too long, like she resigned anyways. And she said she was going on a journey. She was going to India to do this shaman thing, and she gave like on my birthday. She gave me a necklace, Louise. She gave me a necklace, and how they call it? The necklace. It had like a diamond, or not even. It's not a real, but like a stone, a glittery stone in the middle. And she gave me also like a wallet or to put your cards in, like a holder. And the card holder, it was like glitter made it was glitter, a brown purse, or you could say, with glitter all over it. And it had my name written on it, or like a little place where she put my name. I was like, oh, with music tones. Yes, with music tunes on them. It was really nice. I was like, oh, I appreciated the gift. I really did appreciated it. It felt like it was something she thought of, like, but the necklace was like so that she could take my voice. That stupid whore. Was so that she could take my voice. And that girl, she started behaving funny, but it's like I couldn't say anything. I was just like, just look at her. But that was what she did. And the necklace, I did not even have it for long. The thing, this it spoiled. The, like, how they call it, the diamond or the stone. It fell off. I did not even know when it fell off, where it fell off. I just saw it. I was like, ah. I touched the necklace one time. I just saw. I was like, oh, this shit has. It came out, but it was God protecting me. It was God. Too long, choop. And it was even Eva that showed me, cause when me and her we had like a little argument, or I don't know what to call it, girl. At work, we had an argument at work, so it's like I stopped talking to her. We stopped talking basically. According to my boss called me. Louise called her. She was crying and like, how I was rude to her and shit. I was like, she's crying. I was like, when this bitch left this store, cause she was supposed to work. Like we both was to work. I opened and then she closed the store. But it's like when she came, her attitude, like everything. But it's because they were trying to fucking control me. She was trying to control me as to have some type of upper power. And it's like, yes, I may not be like, also I may not know, like, this is no, also no, like this is what this bitch is doing, like knowingly, but my soul my soul know what the fuck is going on. Like, as soon as you start doing me some type of shit, then I start changing towards you. I start feeling uncomfortable around you. I don't feel comfortable. That's also something is I've noticed now. Like when I start feeling uncomfortable around you, then you are doing me something that's not good, or something that is not for my best. You are doing something that is not for my best. Then I start changing, and I've noticed a lot of these people now that I've had in my life. In the beginning, everything was nice, everything was good because they were not betraying me. But as soon as they start betraying me, then my attitude, me too. That's when I start stealing from them as well. Probably before he was not doing me, but when he started talking about me, that's when I started taking, also touching his weed, because I never took from him. I never stole from him. Nah. Never. All of them. It's because they steal from me. When you steal from me, then I don't know. I took. Sometimes I did not even know, like knowingly, like they stole from me. But my higher self knows. She knows. That's why she's like, bitch, you gotta give it back. You gotta give back what you took from me. Like all Ika, all of them, Lidl, like that's why. That's why. But they don't want, when they steal from you, they don't want you to take it back. When you take it back, then you get a problem. But now, bitch, you give back what you take. Huh? Cause I never really took from you guys. But yeah, Eva showed me. Yeah, she was like in the beach with some girl. If it was even real, maybe it's like an old photo or old vacation that they just upload. Cause I was not we unfollowed each other anyways that day when Suna called, and I was like, this bitch. I just laughed. I was like, Suna, she's lying anyways. But I told Suna, I was like, if she touched me, because she was like doing her tantrum and I did not want to hear it. I just put my earpiece in and I was starting to listen to music, and the bitch tried to take off my earpiece. Ah, the eye that I gave her, she saw, like, and I told her, I said, if you touch my earpiece one more time, Louise, I looked at her. She did not touch my earpiece. Let's just say that. She went, I don't know, Suna called, she came back. But when she came back, she sat on the store, like, on the store, like, you could see her, where we had, like, we had like clothes, or we were selling a little bit of sportswear. Where the corner where we had the stuff, she sat there and was reading her book. I just look at, a part of me wanted to take a picture and like send it to the group, also to our work WhatsApp group, but I was just like, nah, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Like, let her do her shit. Let her do her shit. What goes around comes around. Like, she will get, she will pay for it. As a Louise, she's a very disturbed person, definitely. She's very disturbed. Very, very disturbed. Very disturbed. When I said disturbed, also HDOD, it's nothing compare. I think she has she's not only one loose screws. She has a lot of loose screws up there. She could be psychopathic. But that day, if she would have unleashed her psychoness, she would have seen mine. I swear. But ever since that day, anyways, hmm, we did not talk. Mm-mm. But then her and Eva, they will meet. She knew everything going on in my life, every single thing. Hey. But they stole my keys. Why, I really don't know. Cause it's like, but it's either to get me into trouble, or maybe they wanted to go and steal. As to go there and steal. But even at that, you cannot get into the store or into the centrum after a certain time, and they have like securities in the centrum that move around. So it's like it makes no sense. But I believe it's mostly to get me into trouble so that I will look like I was on serious. Like, yeah, mostly that was it. To make me look like on serious. Yeah, who's laughing now? Yeah. Oh, these people. And even the Irene situation, everything, they set it up. They set it up. And Louise was the one that brought Irene over. They met at the bar, at the bar when she went to buy drink. No, she wants to buy a shot, and she bought a shot for me as well and gave me the shot. As then after, okay, and it was like it was not even planned that she was going to follow us to Eva. We were just going to go out and then she go home, but she was like, "Oh, I'm too drunk," faking it. She drinks more than also she drinks like a fish. But that night it was not even I was not even lit. I was not tipsy, sir, but she became drunk. I was like, okay. And she asked if she could sleep, and I asked Eva. Eva was like, "Oh, no problem." So well, then let's go. And we went. She ate with me. She ate my food with me. When we were there, she did not want to buy. She was not hungry. But as soon as we got home, she was hungry. Then I had to share my food with her. We ate together. Or I felt also it's not like I had to, but she was making like she was acting like she was hungry, and Ivar he was just eating, so I shared my food with her. Mm. And then the next day when we were going to work, I did not have money, and then she just offered to buy me lunch. And even at that, when I was taking what I wanted, it was like, oh, I did not have money. It was so she made me feel so bad. I took something for like 40 crowns, I think. Or the food that I took came up to 40 crowns. And after she gave me like her bag to carry it, as if I was some type of maid. Like, bitch, are you dumb? Are you? But that's why her life is going to be more miserable than her mother's. Like, literally. She told me it was one time, like the first time we ever talked, like we talked for more than an hour, like we were on the phone. And then she told me she got abused. Like, oh, she got raped. But it was never rape. No. It was her cousin. She liked her cousin. She liked the boy. It was something happened, but it was never rape. No. It's cause she couldn't get also Louise is a very disturbed person. I feel like if she cannot get what she wants, she makes up shit too. I saw it on her. Like the fact that she could not like get me to act the way she wanted. When she called Suna, she acted as a put up a whole facade, was crying on the phone, saying shit to her. And then when she came back, like she looked like nothing happened. She's that person. She can make up stories. She can make up stories in her head. But it was her cousin that she fucked. And it was not a rape, it was not an abuse. She was into it. But I believe like she wanted a relationship with her cousin. But it was not possible, and he was much more older than her. Like, so maybe probably he had a girlfriend, a beautiful girlfriend, and Louise got jealous. And yes, so instead of her to say like, "Oh, I fucked my cousin," no, my cousin raped me. Instead, she said, "Am I lying, Louise? Is it a lie, Lulu, bitch?" I swear that's how a lot of this insecure ass bitches destroy men's life, like, and there are men that do it too, but a lot of these insecure ass women like Louise have destroyed a lot of good ass men's life with lies. Like, yes, you do a mistake once, you're not supposed to fuck your cousin, but we're in a very big incest world, like so fucking big. If parents can fuck their own child, so who is a cousin? Like, a cousin is more further than a parent. Like, you come out of your father's balls. So it's like I would prefer to fuck my cousin than to fuck my father or mother. Seriously. But like, yes, those type of people. Hmm. And when you see they shine bright, you think they are nice, they're good people, but until the day they want something and you don't give them what they want, then you see the other side of them. You see the other side of them. But me on, I not lie, Louis. Lies, Louis. They say there is always, uh, everyone has a match. Even if you think you are crazy, there is someone that is more loca. That is also, the screws are more loose than yours. That will come and help you tighten up your own if you think your screws are loose. So it's like, bruh, they come up, but then they meet someone that is more than them. But they also, I feel like these people, they are stubborn. They are very, very stubborn. They're used to getting their way in all types, also in all cause. Even if they have to lie, still kill, they will do it to get their way. But me on, not lie. Nah, 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 nah. Well, that's like it. Probably it's you people's karma now because of the shit you have done for so long. I am the karma in your life, bitch. Karma is a bitch, and that bitch name is Mary. Yeah, so I felt like I needed to share that one. Yes. Good morning. Who is